I'm romance author Nancy Harkness, and this is Writer Unedited number 82. Woohoo! I'm just sitting here at my writing desk. I'm not duded up except for my crown. Um, and I'm chatting about whatever crosses my mind. If you happen to miss a live, you can always find previous ones, excuse me, on my YouTube channel. And I'll put a link in the comments. So, why am I wearing a crown today? Well, because it was my birthday on June 15th, and I believe in having a birthday month, frankly. So, it's still my birthday celebration, and I just want to say thank you to Sally McKenzie, who is the person who sent me this crown. She says, I am a birthday princess, and there was a wearable crown inside the card. So, of course, I'm wearing the crown, because why wouldn't I? So, thanks, Sally. I love getting cards in the mail. It's so fun. Because usually what do you get in the mail? Junk, bills. Not even many bills anymore, thank goodness. Those just come online, of course. So that's why I'm wearing a crown. So how hot is it where you guys are? I'm not actually sure how hot it is here. I have not been outside yet. I have to go out in about an hour, which is a bummer. But yesterday, I believe it was about 102. Oh, gosh. Horrendous. I have 3 viewers. Whoever you are, please say hi. Okay, so onward to book news. Just want to remind you that Royal Kaleva Raoul is up for pre-order on Kindle. It is at a special price of $2.99. for all of the pre-order period plus 1 week after it releases, and then it will go up to the regular price of $5.99. This is to say thank you to all my loyal, faithful readers who buy the book the minute before it comes out or the minute it comes out. And of course, all of my royalties, or a percentage of my royalties, will be donated to an animal rescue organization. And this year I asked Dr. Darling Daughter what she would recommend, and she said Harmony Dog Rescue in Pittsburgh. Evidently her clinic has been working with them a lot, and what they do is provide safe homes for dogs whose owners are experiencing homelessness or medical issues or domestic violence. So that seems like a wonderful thing to do for a dog. Even Skoda and Moby are okay with it because they think dogs need all the help they can get, of course, since they're cats. So yeah, if you buy the book, you will be helping dogs who really need a safe place to stay. And then I want to mention bookmarks. Here's the Royal Kaleva Raoul bookmark. You see that? Not a pretty bookmark. There's the back. And I just want to remind you to make sure that you are signed up for my newsletter, because newsletter subscribers have the option of requesting a free autographed bookmark. And probably that newsletter will be going out next month. Not this month, but in July. So make sure you're signed up. Subscribe to my newsletter. Get free, really gorgeous bookmarks. At least I think they're gorgeous. Sorry. Okay, so more good news. I just finished my developmental editing. Yay! So I just have to finish polishing up the acknowledgments, because I always say thank you to all the people who helped me with my books, because I couldn't do it without them. And then I will send the manuscript off to my copy editor, Joyce, who checks all the little picky details like eye color and timeline, and also things like punctuation and repeated words and, all that fun stuff. Grammar. Honestly, Joyce is amazing. She must have like a laser focus attention to catch all the things she does, because I make mistakes, both large and small. I think every writer does, and that's why we need our editors so badly. She's incredible. So Michelle said 96 feels like 110. It's like being on the sun. So true. Oh my gosh. I just sort of dash from my air-conditioned house to my air-conditioned car and back again, or into the air-conditioned store. Thank goodness for air conditioning. I would like to nominate the person who invented that for sainthood, frankly. Okay, so done with the developmental editing. So why was I not here last week? Because I was at Laurie Foster's reader and author get-together just outside of Cincinnati at in Erlanger, Kentucky, which confused the heck out of me. I went for the first time last year, and they always say that RAGT, as they abbreviate the reader author to get together, is in Cincinnati. And so I booked my flight, and I could have sworn I booked it to Cincinnati, but somehow I ended up in Erlanger, Kentucky, and then I'm like, oh dear, how did I completely screw this up? But it turns out that Erlanger, Kentucky is literally right across the river from Cincinnati, and so the conference actually takes place in Kentucky. So I can now say I've been in Kentucky twice, in fact. So Laurie Foster started the Reader and Author Get Together, I think, well over 20 years ago, and she's been running it ever since, and it is the most amazing and fun event. And Jane Porter will be taking it over next year, and she said she's not going to change a thing. She's going to keep it as the most amazing and fun event, and I know she'll do a great job. It is a non-stop whirlwind of activities for 3.5 days. I am exhausted, to be fair, still. I got home on Monday. It's Wednesday. I'm still pooped. The people there are so nice, and the readers are so enthusiastic about books. I personally run what's called a boardroom, which is literally a boardroom. But what we do there is we bling tiaras, and we play royal word jumble, and we eat king cake all the way from New Orleans. I have it shipped from New Orleans, from Gambino's. Oh my God, it's so good. This year I did not get a slice. I was a little bummed about that. It's too busy to eat it, and it was all gone. And what else do we do? Oh, I raffle off something fun, and we talk about books, of course, mostly about mine. But it's just so wonderful to be with people who are so passionate about books, in particular romance books. There are book signings, there are themed parties, there's lots of time to meet all these wonderful folks. So speaking of themed parties, I went to the Paranormal Masquerade as a Kalevan dragon. So I'm going to show you this picture. I know it may be a little hard to see it, but that's me on the right in the green. So in the middle is Rochelle Bradley, and then in blue is her young friend. We decided to enter the costume competition as a group since we were all dragons. It just randomly happened. I walked in and found fellow dragons, which was pretty cool. So that's me. I don't know if you can tell I have a tiara on. It was actually a Triceratops costume, and the reason I wanted a Triceratops is because it has a frill, right? But the frill didn't stay up very well, so I put a tiara on it and sewed the frill to the tiara, sort of. I'm not very good at sewing. But let me tell you, wearing a full body costume in a ballroom crowded with people is very hot. It's very hot. The other thing is, it's really weird to have a tail. Now, I realize that animals who have tails can control their tails, and my tail was just banging into the back of my legs all the time, but it's just an odd feeling, I have to say. But the masquerade was amazing. Just the creativity was extraordinary. And funny thing, I was standing in line to get my picture taken with my fellow dragons, that picture, and standing behind me was Mary Poppins. And so, of course, I started chatting with her, and it turns out that Mary Poppins is really named Marcia, and she grew up, like, in the little tiny town that touches the little tiny town where I grew up, and I mean, our towns are little tiny. She's a year older than I am, so we missed each other in school. But we knew so many of the same people, and of course all the same places, and the state fair of West Virginia, and we just had the best time talking home. And she's actually moved back there and is now living on her family farm. So we were comparing and contrasting what it was like then and what it's like now. So it was a blast. Goes to show you never know who you're going to run into in line dressed as Mary Poppins. And we ended up having breakfast together on Sunday just so we could keep talking old homework. So that was really fun. And let's see, what else? Oh, I won in the raffle this adorable purple little Squishmallow kitty. Isn't this cute? My goddaughter, it's for my 5-year-old goddaughter. She's going to love it. So the raffles at Ragtee are incredible. Attendees donate raffle baskets. I'll tell you about mine in a minute. There were over 300 of them. They donate them. And then the money from the tickets that everybody buys to win the raffle baskets is donated to cancer-free kids. And this year, Lori was able to donate $43,000. $43,000 from donated raffle baskets. So I was very happy to win the little Squishmallow. And of course, since I fly, I have to win prizes that can be squished into my luggage. So this was perfect. I don't think that my goddaughter watches my lives since she's 5. So hopefully this will still be a surprise when I give it to her. The other donation that was made was Lori loves animals too, and she donated well over $3,000 to the Animal Adoption Foundation. Sorry, couldn't remember exactly what it was. So, you know, she's incredibly generous, and it's very fun to be part of that. So what did I donate in my raffle basket? It was a Royal Kaleva raffle basket, of course, and it had a Emma Bridgewater mug that said Queen on it. It had a beautiful crystal necklace and earrings by the Australian jewelry designer Maria Nicola. I love her stuff. I wear it all the time. And it had, what else did it have? A $100 Amazon gift certificate. And then some bookmarks. And, of course, one of my famous back scratcher pens. So it was fun to put that together. Putting together a raffle basket is fun. Again, it had to be relatively small because flying. But I really enjoyed it. So let's see what people are saying. Gail said, loved your costume too. Oh, thank you, Gail. Just goes to show that I'm not afraid to make a fool of myself. It's so funny. I don't usually get dressed up for the costume ball. Mostly, I don't know, I'm not that creative. I don't have room in my luggage. But for some reason this year, when I found out you're supposed to go as a paranormal creature or person, but creature was one of the words, I was like, I'm going to go as a Royal Kalevan dragon, which is not exactly paranormal, but I figure it's an imaginary creature, so it fit in, and nobody seemed to mind. Especially not my fellow dragons. It was so fun to meet up with other dragons. So what else? So anyway, Ragtee was amazing. If anybody ever wants to go to a really fun reader-author event, I highly recommend it. I'm trying to think. I ran into so many wonderful fellow authors, some of whom I knew already, some of whom I didn't. Nancy Nagel, who I've known for years and years and years now. She was there. We got together for dinner and caught up with each other, which was really fun. And Sonali Dev was there, Naima Simone, of course, Judy Kentris, my buddy from NJRW was there, Gracie Guy, also NJRW, Morgan Malone, Lori Foster, of course. Carolyn Brown was there. God, I love her so much. And her son was there as well, who does cover model work and is a very nice looking man. Also a very nice man. So that was really fun. And I was lucky enough to help Hope Ford with her party because her partner in crime could not be there. So Tina DeSalvo and I pitched in and had a great time helping her host. I'm forgetting so many people. I'm so sorry, but there are just so many authors there. Take a look at the website and you'll see all the great people that come. And I think that's probably about it. So I'm just going to talk about things on sale because it's getting close to the end of the month, which means they won't be on sale much longer. So really good deal here. Royal Kaleva Luis is on sale in audio because, as it happens, it's his 1-year anniversary of being released. In fact, today, June 25th, is the day he was released 1 year ago. I just saw that on Facebook. I didn't even realize that. But pretty cool, right? So anyway, my audio publisher, to celebrate his 1-year birthday, has put him on sale on audio for 75% off. He's $6.25, which is even cheaper than a token on Audible or one of those subscription services. Michelle says, love his headphones. I know, I have to entertain myself. So this is how I entertain myself. I put headphones on my cover models. But seriously, $6.25 is incredibly cheap. So I highly recommend you grab him. And he is on sale until July 11th. Then 2 of my books are on sale until the end of the month. These are the 2 novels in the Second Glances series. Second Time Around is actually the first full-length novel in the series, and Second Act is the second full-length novel in the series. These are billionaire books. The heroines work in an after-school, losing my mind here. You know, a place where kids can go after school and be safe and do their homework and get snacks and stuff. And the kids there adopt rescue dogs. So they become the canine angels. So the canine angels are very important in these books. And in Second Act, this one, the heroine's a veterinarian. And I know I've told this story before, so I'll keep it short. But when Dr. Darling Daughter was in vet school, I was reading this book. And she helped me out with a lot of the vet med stuff. So it was very much a collaboration, which was a lot of fun. So those are on sale on Kindle. Second Time Around is $1.99. Second Act is $2.49 until the end of the month. So grab them while they're cheap. My next live will be in July. How did that happen? Seriously, how is this going to be July next week? I swear June just started. It's like this month has just gone whoosh. Does anyone else feel that way? Just whoosh, it's flown by. So next Wednesday, July 2nd, I will be here at my usual time of 2 p.m. again. Hopefully things will settle down in July and August. I won't be running around quite so much like a crazy person. Besides, you know, I have to get my edits done, and I got to get started on writing the short piece on Gabrielle and Quinn's wedding from their point of view, because the wedding takes place in Raoul's book, but it's obviously told from Raoul's point of view, and I know you guys want to see it from the bride and groom's view. So I'm going to work on that, and I'm really excited about it because it's fun just to write something short and sweet and happy, because it'll be happy, of course, because it's a wedding, and weddings are happy. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but my daughter is actually getting married this fall, so clearly I'm feeling very happy about weddings. It's fun. Weddings are good. Okay, that's all I've got. Does anybody have any questions for me? No? Okay, then I'm going to say thank you so much for coming by, and goodbye, and I'll see you next week.